Okay, now Oliver fan theory. Now this is not explicitly explained. So let me deep cut a little bit. Brigitte. Brigitte, as I said, is a hero of the Horn. She's reborn every fucking however long into being a hero. Part of her story is that she always, every single time, falls in love and marries a guy named Geidel Kane, who is renowned for being ugly as fuck. Just like another character that we know, who is profoundly ugly, this kid Oliver. Now, as we know, there was mention, right, during that book where she was ripped out of her fucking body, or ripped out of the dream world, she mentions that Geidel Kane has disappeared, meaning that he has been born. So that means he has been born somewhere. Now, and they have already acknowledged in Taliam Riyadh that time moves differently. So, because a lot of people say, yeah, but if Oliver's 10, and this happened literally in the same, like, I don't know, 3 months before, well, if time works weird where it's like a kind of fluid thing, when they had that conversation, that could have easily been, like a weird time flux thing. So, my theory, and also Brigitte, when she meets this kid, she takes an immediate liking to him. Not like a weird, creepy way, but like a, hey, that's a sweet kid. You need to take care of him, Matt. Do not let anything happen to this fucking kid. And I don't know, man. I just feel like, why go to all that trouble of making sure that we know he's so fucking ugly when, like, for no reason other than just to be a punching bag? But also, not to mention, I guess in theory, he does kind of end up becoming a hero in the end, right? Right? Remember that spoiler I talked about? So I guess it makes, also, not to mention, when the heroes show back up again, there is no mention of Geidel Kane. No mention. Not at all. Not at all. So that's, and mind you, I guess small spoiler, Brigitte dies in the final battle, but then like 10 minutes later is brought back by the Horn. So you would think she would be hanging out with Geidel Kane, but she ain't. Geidel Kane's not there. He is not brought back by the Horn, potentially because he is this 10-year-old kid, Oliver. So that's my thought. That's my theory. That's my fan theory that Oliver is actually Geidel Kane. I don't know. I believe it. I just run with that in my head because it just seems like there's too many weird little things. Like, why would he go to all this trouble of being like, oh, that's the ugliest fucking kid I've ever seen from like a ton of characters? Why would he do all that just for it to be, oh no, he's just an ugly kid? I don't know, man. Maybe it's a red herring. I don't think so. I don't believe that, but I could be wrong. Who knows? Exactly. It would be such a huge coincidence where it's like, really? Come on, man. Really? I just think it's fun. I just think it'd be a fun idea. Like, but also like, what really also sells it for me is like Brigitte literally mentioning that Geidel has been born somewhere before we ever meet Oliver. And they've also acknowledged that time works very strange in Taliam Riyadh. If it's a red herring, it's not been played to its exactly. That's what I'm saying. Because if we had seen Geidel Kane at the end, then it would have been like, oh shit, I guess it wasn't Oliver. Dang, I was wrong. But like, they really play it up and then never deliver on anything. So, okay, that's my Oliver fan theory. I will just always believe that that's how it is. Can we get a final roundup? Sure. So, the 3 books that I think are perfect in every way, where like maybe they have one tiny thing I don't like, but everything else is just perfect, and it really roused my heart and my soul to hear it. We've got The Great Hunt, The Gathering Storm, and The Shadow Rising. All 3 of them, I couldn't recommend. I borderline would just tell people to read them by themselves and deal without the context. They are that good. I love them so fucking much. Amazing, which is basically just perfect, but with like one little thing missing. The Dragon Reborn, The Fires of Heaven, Knife of Dreams, and A Memory of Light. All of them have a lot to give, a lot to give. But maybe there's a small sidestep here, small sidestep there, or they were just simply lacking that one scene that really gripped me. Great. Eye of the World, A New Spring, Winter's Heart, and Towers of Midnight. These books are also very good, but they typically have like one thing that bothers me, or something about the pacing or whatever. There's like one little thing where I'm like, it kind of knocks it down from amazing, right? Where it's not perfect minus something, it's amazing with a couple of knocks off of it. Good. We have Lord of Chaos, Crown of Swords, and The Path of Daggers. Now, yeah, this tier usually just there's a couple of arcs that are lacking something, or too many of the arcs are just lackluster and it's just barely held together by one arc, or they just kind of fucked up a twist somewhere. And then just okay, we've got Crossroads of Twilight, which I think is the most universally disliked book in this franchise. I do think it's, I'm gonna be honest, I think it's overstated how shitty it is. I don't think it's actually a shitty book, but it doesn't add enough for me to be like, oh my god, this is an essential reading. Thanks guys for pushing me over 50 fucking followers. That I wasn't expecting that. I had a little fake out earlier with that weirdo that told my mod fuck you. That was so funny. And I really want to keep that in the VOD because that's fucking hilarious. That was my 50th follower, and then we blocked them, so I went back down to 49. But then literally Raven came over and like 3 more fucking people. So that was just great. I know I've spoke about it before about how I never really plan on going affiliate. That's not really what I want to do. I want to maintain my vibe, my style for you guys, where I don't really want to ever run ads because I don't need to. I'm here for this. I am here for this. Having ads run every like fucking hour would have fucked up the pacing so bad of this thing, and it just would have been such a bummer to have to do that. So I really like being able to do this. I had a lot of fun with this. Thanks again for the details assessment of the series. Since it's one I can't read due to vision impairment, so it's the best. If you can, I'm telling you right now, listen to the audiobooks. If you can, listen to the audiobooks. This shit will blow you away. It's crazy. With its faults and everything, it'll blow you away. I will always recommend this series to anybody. Whether you listen, you read, you have somebody read it to you at your bedtime table, I don't give a fuck. I'll always recommend that you fucking experience this shit. I've put in an acquisition request for the first 3. Nice. That's my shit. That is my shit. You gotta keep me updated. What do you think of it? I don't know what it is, but a lot of people. So I hate to drug the fucking Reddit up again, but like half of the fucking posts in that sub were like, so I'm halfway through the first book. Does it get any better? And it's like, dude, this is a 15-book fucking series. You're asking fucking halfway through the first one? Are you fucking stupid? Like, come on, man. Like, give it a fucking, either drop it or fucking give it a chance. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's such a weird. People are fucking weird, bro. I'm telling you right now, if after the second book you don't like it, then you're probably not going to enjoy the series. But I made an intro post to invite folks to join us today, and it got, literally Suave posted in the Reddit telling people to come join us, and it got fucking downvoted. Like, those people are so fucking miserable over there. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But if no one's got any other questions for me about this series, then I'm gonna wrap it up. So I've been sitting here for quite some time. But thanks again for joining me, everybody. I had a really good time. Based now on the apparent success of this vid, I'm definitely gonna do this shit again. I'm looking forward to enjoying all the politics you hate. Okay, I mean, hey, if that's what you like, then it's got plenty for you at some time. Um, Thank you for coming to the TED Talk today, folks. Thanks for this. Thanks for showing up, everybody. I really had a great time. I had a great time.